I've seen your properties. They suck. They do.
Oh shit! Oh!
Hold my beer.
Folks, today I got Kevin Fuqua with me. He's one of my very good friends that I met some 15, 20 years ago. One of the things that I find is really amazing to me, and even today, when I come across properties that have been rehabbed, they suck.
Yeah.
They do.
That's true.
I've seen your properties. Your properties are absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, if this is the level of the neighborhood, you tend to be a little bit higher than that.
Yeah,
right?
I do on purpose.
It's not a lot higher, but within reason.
I want to get the best price possible. And to get that, typically the difference in money I have to spend is minimal.
You look like this.
When I'm looking at, because again, I'm going at it from a buyer mentality, right? Because I work with first-time home buyers all the time, and I know what they're looking for. They want turnkey, and mom always wants a nice kitchen. You know, kitchens and baths are what sells homes, as well as getting them in the front door with nice curb appeal, right? So that's an indicator of what's going to be in the house. So I typically will do a nice landscaping, something that's clean, not over the top, but that's clean and inviting on the front end of the house. It's not super expensive to do. I always do that. But in the inside, I think every house I do, I put granite in. Every single house. For me, it's maybe a few $1,000s more ultimately. But every house I've sold in the last 24 months has only been on the market for about a week.
Damn!
And that's why. When they walk in the door, you can't do anything else to that kitchen. I put a nice kitchen cabinets in with soft close mechanisms, which you'll find in a $500,000 house. I get a good supplier for that. Granite countertops, tile backsplash, stainless steel dishwasher and microwave. There's nothing else you can do in that kitchen.
I think we're good to go.
Good to go.
Okay. Are you finding that you're bumping that line though? Because we talk about this too. There is that line, right?
Yeah.
There's that line of being slightly better than your immediate area to attract, and being way above. Right.
So
property investors, specifically real estate investors, really don't know how to value property. They don't. They just simply do not know how to value property the way banks do. Hey folks, how you guys doing today? Jimmy Roberts here, and after 30 years in the real estate business, over 20 years of that being in the appraisal business, the one thing that I know is for sure, the 5 biggest mistakes that real estate investors make that keep them from making big profits on their flips and in their investments in general. And I'm making that available to you. All you have to do is click the link below, and there you go.
But again, I'm looking at the actual dollars, right? So for me to push that envelope, the difference might be $2,500, but time on market is a week. So I'm saving, but remember, my money is borrowed. So every day that the house sits out there done is costing me money every single day. You and I have talked about this, the cost of capital, right? So I may be putting it in on the front end, but I'm saving it on the back, because I'm basically, instead of it being a 4-month sales cycle, it's usually 6 weeks, or an 8-week sales cycle is usually 6 weeks from the time I put it in the market to the time I get it sold. And then I know it's going to pass the inspection, so I don't have to worry about them coming back to me with inspection requirements, unless it's something totally unforeseen. We get that stuff handled.
Hell yeah. Let's roll.
So yeah, I'll use I don't know if you saw my house, the Tuttle Hill property. You didn't see Tuttle Hill. That was one I did this summer. And that house, I wound up, I put a new roof on it, all new windows throughout the whole house, granite in the kitchen, granite in the bathroom. I gutted the kitchen and bath down to the studs and the subfloor. Actually, no, studs to the studs and floor joists. So I pulled up the flooring and I took the walls down. The Reno was about 35 on that one, but my ARV when I bought it was 185.
ARV being after repair value.
Yeah, after repair value. But when I sold it for 220.
Wow.
So I set the price of that market over there. So all the other homeowners love me, right? Because I raised the market, I raised the bar.
He's certainly raising the bar. Damn, this guy is good.
And also the other thing too, I'm a little competitive. So if there's investors out there who are doing as good or better job than me, I want to be as good as they are or better, right? So that was something that I didn't even know I had, but I saw some other investors. I'm like, I got to step my game up. I want to get the best price possible. The difference in money I have to spend is minimal. A buyer mentality, right? Because I work with first-time home buyers all the time, and I know what they're looking for, right? Because I raised the market, I raised the bar.
Raise the market.
I didn't even know I had, but I saw some other investors. I'm like, I got to step my game up.
So with that, Kevin, I'm going to catch up with you later, my man.
All right, brother. Take care. Thanks.
No, thank you.
Not a problem. Take care.